Dear students, this is module number 103 for the subject of strategic human resource management. We will continue with the evaluation of SHRM performance research. And now we will jump onto the third dimension of the past research on the link between SHRM and performance. That is specifying outcomes. As I said in the previous modules, what we mean by outcomes? The outcomes is anything. For example, when the HR practices are implemented, there are some outcomes. The outcomes can be organizational performance, and the outcomes can be performance in different shapes or in different forms. For example, if employees are happy because of certain HR practices and its impact on employees' attitude and behaviors, these are also the organizational outcomes. But at individual level and on the attitudes and behavior of employees. So we will see that what people say or what researchers talk about the past research on this account. So at what level should the outcome of SHRM be measured? Well, the past research and the future research will continue to examine the individual level, unit level, and the organizational level and financial level outcomes. Fairly speaking, it is hard to fix it or hard to make a rule that the future research should examine the impact of SHRM practices only on that level. Just like the best fit model, it depends the aims and objectives of the past research or the future research. So the aims and objectives of any research will determine at what level you should examine the outcomes or the impact of SHRM practices. So the four levels I have talked about: financial, individual, or divisional or unit performance. Anyway, there is a claim by some academicians and researchers and practitioners that the unit level or group level outcomes are more important when someone is examining the impact of SHRM or HRM practices on organizational performance. The firm performance may be too far and dependent on other factors, while some also claim that the firm performance or organizational performance may be too far or at a distal from the practices or from the independent variable, in simple words or in research words. Let me explain to you. For example, you want to examine the impact of HR practices on organizational performance. When we say too distal or the organizational performance is too far, actually there is a claim that in between there are a lot of things. And most important is human resource. Whatsoever HR practices you are implementing or you aim to practice to enhance organizational performance, first it would be implemented and perceived by the employees. It will have some impact. Those practices will have some impact on employee attitudes and behaviors. And in return, those attitudes and behaviors will transform into organizational performance. So there is a claim that past research that has directly examined the relationship between SHRM practices and organizational performance has missed something or do not explain how there is an impact or how HR practices have impacted on organizational performance. So आप कहते हैं ये कैसे हो? कैसे HR practices organizational performance को enhance करती हैं? So when you examine something in between, so you are not going too far, that is organizational performance, rather than you are examining the closest variable or the closest possible reason that can result in organizational performance. For example, आप कहते हैं कि HR practices, these HR practices or this set of HR practices will enhance a climate of organizational learning. और जब learning होगी तो that learning will enhance in this and that and will enhance the organizational performance. So this is what we say, specifying outcomes. Researchers must be careful and think about how their research and study can contribute by thinking about when they are specifying the outcomes. Thank you.